It's the swap meet flip, and today's question is, can you actually make money out of $1 items? And the answer is a resounding yes. Of course, check out these items that were bought for just $1, except for this one. So let's go through and show you what $1 can actually make. Let's start with this. This is a platinum GasSaver. This is an additive, I believe. And this is an old item. It was still sealed in the box. I found it on the table and bought it for $1, and it sold for 18 bucks. See what you can make? Here's another item. No one would ever look to see or even check this out. This is a metal comb. They put this in ovens and it's used at like hair parlors, and it's a straightening comb. It's made out of brass. They heat it up in a small little oven to a high degree, and then they straighten hair out. This was bought for $1 and it sold for 18 bucks. All right, here are cassette tapes. No one even pays attention to cassette tapes because look, they're all written on. But if you take a look, this is a JVC XFIV 90-minute cassettes, but they're metal tapes. Metal tapes are super expensive, especially if they're still sealed in their plastic. These are two that were already used. Bought this for $1, 50 cents a piece, and it still sold for $16.95. Can you believe that? All right, this is the item that that was purchased for $2, and it's a Dave Brubeck Quartet Angel's Eyes album. This is a reel-to-reel. Obviously, it's hard to find reel-to-reel players, but if you can find these albums, especially the rock and the heavy metal, if you can find those kind of reel-to-reel tapes, they're worth a lot of money. Again, this was bought for $2. I believe it sold for, let's see, $39.99. Can you believe that? $39.99. So take a look at these items and pick them up if you can, because they're worth quite a bit. Not all of them, but again, once you find that specific one, you can make a lot of money. Here is the winner of the week. This is what looks like just a normal yo-yo. Look, wooden yo-yo, but if you take a look closely, it says Abercrombie and Fitch. It's a yo-yo by Tom Kuhn, who makes yo-yos, and this is back in the 80s. This was released as a specific yo-yo for the stores, and I happened to just see it from a distance, and I looked at it, picked it up. Man, guess what this sold for? This was $1 and it sold for $130. That is such a winner. So for all this that we bought just for $6, we basically sold everything for $222.94. So again, the question here is, can you make a lot of money, or can you make some money out of dollar items? Here's a perfect example. So don't pass on those dollar items, or at least take a look before you just not even pay attention to it. So just take a look and you probably will make a lot of money out of $1 items. Specifically, if you're making 10 times, 15 times, 5 times, 7 times out of $1 all day long, you could make a lot of money. All right? Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and possibly join the channel. That's the Swap Meet Flip Challenge. I'll see you guys on the next video.